Today, we're diving into something that a lot of you have probably experienced but may not fully understand. We're talking about reverse psychology, how women get desperate when you pull back and ignore them. Sounds crazy, right? But trust me, this is backed by psychology, and I'm going to break it all down for you. So, let's get into it. Section 1. The psychological principle behind reverse psychology. First, let's talk about the science behind this. Have you ever heard of reactance theory? It's a psychological concept that explains how people respond when they feel their freedom is being restricted. The human brain is wired to resist loss, and when something is taken away or seems out of reach, we instinctively want it more. When someone, especially a woman, feels like she's losing something valuable, she suddenly wants it even more. This is why when you pull back, she starts chasing you. She feels like she's losing control, and that triggers an emotional response that makes her act out of desperation to regain what she had. This isn't manipulation, it's simply human psychology at work. Section 2. Why women want what they can't have. Here's the deal. Women are wired to chase things that seem scarce or unattainable. It's called the scarcity principle, a cognitive bias where we perceive rare or exclusive things as more valuable. Think about luxury brands. Why do people go crazy for limited edition sneakers or expensive handbags? Because they're rare. When something is readily available, it's just not as exciting. Now, apply this to dating. If you're always available, always texting first, always chasing her, she subconsciously starts to see you as less valuable. But the moment you pull back and focus on yourself, she starts wondering, wait, why isn't he chasing me anymore? Did I lose him? Was I wrong about his value? That's when she starts to panic and chase you. The fear of loss is a powerful motivator in human behavior, and women are no exception to this rule. Section 3. How to apply reverse psychology in dating. Alright, so how do you actually use this in your dating life? Here are some practical steps. 1. Stop over-pursuing. If you're always the one initiating contact, take a step back. Let her come to you. Women appreciate a man who is secure enough to let things unfold naturally. 2. Be mysterious. Don't always be available. Keep a little mystery about what you're doing and who you're with. Women love intrigue. It keeps them engaged and guessing. 3. Prioritize yourself. Focus on your goals, your hobbies, and your personal growth. When she sees you're genuinely busy and thriving, she'll want to be part of that energy. A man who is deeply engaged in his passions is incredibly attractive. 4. Give her space. If she's pulling away or being distant, don't chase her. Give her the opportunity to miss you. Space creates desire, and women appreciate a man who isn't desperate for attention. 5. Use social proof. Women are naturally attracted to men who are desired by others. When she sees that you have other options or that people respect you, she'll want you even more. This isn't about making her jealous, but about reinforcing your value as someone worth pursuing. Section 4. The emotional roller coaster effect. Now, let's talk about something even more interesting. The emotional roller coaster effect. Have you ever noticed that people remember emotional highs and lows more than stable emotions? This is why drama-filled relationships tend to be more addictive than peaceful ones. When you pull back, you create a low point for her. She starts feeling like she's losing you, and that creates an emotional void. Then, when you give her attention again, it feels like a reward, making her chase you even harder. This is how reverse psychology keeps a woman emotionally invested in you. Think about reality TV shows or romance novels. They keep people hooked by creating emotional ups and downs. This same principle applies in dating. By keeping things interesting, unpredictable, and slightly out of reach, you make yourself far more desirable. Section 5. The fine line. Now, a word of caution. There's a fine line between using reverse psychology effectively and coming off as manipulative or toxic. The goal is not to play games, but to naturally create attraction by being a high-value man who is not desperate for validation. If you take it too far, ignoring her completely, treating her coldly, or playing mind games, it can backfire. Women respect men who are confident and independent, not ones who are emotionally unavailable to the point of toxicity. It's all about balance, pulling back just enough to spark intrigue, but not so much that she feels like you don't care. The takeaway. So, let's sum it all up. Women are naturally wired to want what they can't have. When you pull back, they start chasing because they feel like they're losing something valuable. The key is to strike a balance. Be a high-value man who has his own life, his own ambitions, and his own purpose. When you do this, women will naturally be drawn to you. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into attraction, psychology, and relationships. Drop a comment below if you've ever used reverse psychology and seen it work. See you in the next one.